Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rolling in Crypto. Hope everybody out there is doing well. And I hope your crypto investments are doing well. I wish this market would find a direction. Every time it feels like we're starting to make a breakout, it comes right back on us. Eventually, we will start doing more technical analysis, but right now, since we are at the beginning stages of our little journey here in creating our community, we're going to kind of keep things simple as we help and bring each other along. And these videos will, obviously be seen by people in the future, so they'll be visiting videos and we'll be bringing them up to speed, and they'll eventually get up to more advanced crypto investing. That said, again, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is not crypto buying advice. I'm not your financial advisor. This is just for information, and we are just building a community where we all actually share information with each other. So we invite you to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We really like you to share it with anybody that you can who is thinking about crypto investing, or is already involved in crypto investing, or is an expert at crypto investing that would like to share their expertise with our group. So please share this with everybody that you can. We really, really want to grow this. We want your help as much as I think you would like to have our help. So what we do here at Rolling in Crypto is Brian and Brian isn't here today, but he does videos on his own, and I do videos on my own. I'm in the Northeast, and Brian is elsewhere. So one of the things that we really like to do is go through, especially news and articles and events. And we like to go through and find out the ones that are real, find out the ones that are fake, get rid of those, find out the ones that are actually useful. There's a lot of misinformation, a lot of just garbage information, a lot of information on the internet that is redundant. So it's impossible for 1 or 2 or 20 people to go through all this stuff. So this is why we want to build this community, so that we can all be successful at crypto investing. This is world changing. You will remember this period. You'll talk about this with your grandkids. When I was there when crypto started, I bought the first Bitcoin, in this year. And it will seem amazing that you didn't have enough forethought to see it coming, but I think this is one that we see coming. I can remember the beginning of the .com boom, and I was involved with that, and I saw that one coming, and so I got involved early, and I was very glad that I did. Now I'm a little late to this crypto game. I didn't understand blockchain technology. And once you start educating yourself on all the things that blockchain brings and all the things that can be done on blockchain, you'll realize that this isn't a beanie baby. This isn't a tulip. This is real. This is real technology, and this is useful technology, and this will change the way the world banks. Mark my words on that. This will change the way the world banks. And one of the biggest things that I can see, and I can't see every aspect of it, that's for sure, but whenever a business buys something that's in a different currency, that business has to pay. Basically, they give their money to a bank. That bank takes their money, converts it to whatever currency that the seller needs, and then sends that money off to them. Well, the problems with that is it takes days to do. It takes 3 days, 3 business days or more for you to get your money from here to there. They also want a fee for that, and a hefty fee. And when you're talking, let's just say you're buying products from China, and you're buying $10 billion a year in products from China, and every single one of those dollars has to be converted, and somebody's taking a little piece of that pie. That hurts everybody. That hurts me. That hurts the buyer. That hurts the seller. The only person it benefits is the bank. And they really don't do much on that conversion. It's electronically done. I don't know why it takes 3 days. Somebody out there maybe can explain to us why it takes 3 days. I'm sure it's just a security process. And it's another, why don't banks work on the weekend? How come currency doesn't change on the weekends. I don't understand that since it's electronically done. But I'm not a banker. Don't claim to be a banker. Maybe there's a banker out there can come on and explain this to us. But with crypto, you can send money to China instantly. And there is a fee, but it's nowhere near what the fees that the banks charge. So that is my biggest thought on why blockchain technology is going to revolutionize at least business. And now, when I think about buying on Amazon, a lot of times credit card companies will charge you a foreign transaction fee, where with crypto, you just send them Bitcoin, or you send them Solana, or you send them Cardano. One of those things, and whatever currency or whatever crypto coin they want to deal in, you can convert yours to that instantly and send it to them, or you can send it to them and then they convert it on their end. It makes things so much easier. So all that information out there aside, today we're going to talk about, I wanted to do a bunch of a series of videos just kind of going back to the very, very basics. And we haven't gotten very far in our series so far on other things, but I wanted to really, there are people who are just getting into crypto, and there are people who are not into crypto that are going to see this video and want to know where to start, because it can be overwhelming. I remember when I got started, it was like, man, there were so many options that I didn't really know where to start. Coinbase has definitely simplified investing in crypto. Robinhood was probably the first, and they have made it very easy, but they're also very restrictive on, you don't have a wallet yet. You can't trade your cryptocurrency. You can't spend your cryptocurrency. All you can do is buy it and sell it. And if you are buying and selling on Robinhood, make sure that you put in limit orders. And if you don't understand what limit orders is, we'll eventually explain that. But make sure you put in a limit order, because they have like a 1% space in there where, if you put in an order for $10, they can charge you 1% more than the $10 price that's on there. So you got to put in limit orders so that you get the price that you want, not the price that they kind of add on. And I'm guessing that's where Robinhood makes a lot of their money, is in that, that gray area of that 1%. And if I'm wrong about that, well, let me know. I'm sure you will. So today I'm going to talk about, basically, we're going to go to the beginning. Before you get into investing in crypto, you kind of got to be careful, because it's still the Wild West. There's not a lot of regulation. There's definitely a lot of people that lose money on crypto, and that's not by making bad investments. That's by making good investments in bad places, or not protecting their information. Okay. So we're going to go and just start with the very basics of crypto scams. They're on the rise. How can you protect yourself? This is just some information that talks about crypto technology. The nature of crypto is going to attract sophisticated scammers. I mean, people who really understand how this works can definitely create schemes that can separate you from your coins. One recent one was the Squid Game. Excuse me. One recent one was the Squid Game scam, and they generated a few $1 million and then just took it and left. So be very careful. And let me just read this to you here. Experts say it's smart to keep your crypto investments under 5%. So if you have an investment portfolio and you want to get into crypto, if you have $100, well, only put $5 of it into crypto, because it's very volatile. It can go some coins can go to nothing. Some coins can take off exponentially, then come back down and go to nothing. So don't fall victim to the hype that you hear. Every day you hear crypto's going, or Bitcoin's going to new heights. Well, don't fall victim to that. Be safe. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. And even in investing in stocks, you don't put all of your money into one stock. You spread it out over different industries. You want to go to energy, you want to go to technology, you want to go to biotech, you want to go to financials, and spread it out. That way, when you are investing, if one industry is really doing poorly for a while, well, you're still making money on the other industries, and you don't lose it all at one time, or make it all at one time. So think of investing as a journey, and try to think of it as a 20-year journey at the very least. 20 years is a great timeline to get through all the ebbs and flows and the dips and peaks of investing. 20 years is a good period. So like it or not, crypto investors are opening themselves up to new and evolving risk, fraud, and scam. If you've incorporated crypto into your investment portfolio or are interested in investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum, or other altcoins in the future, now these are some of the common scams and red flags to look out for. If you're new, I would probably start off with Robinhood or Coinbase. They seem to be, very easy to use, very easy to get started with. And, since they are large, Coinbase, I believe, has 69 or 70 million users. You actually have some phone support. So it's better to start off with the smaller ones for sure. And then, as you get better and more knowledgeable and a little more savvy, you can venture into some of the other ones like OKCoin and Nexo. There's a whole bunch of them, and there's a new one opens up every single day. So just go slow. What are some common cryptocurrency scams? Almost 7,000 people lost upwards of $80 million in just a few months period. I mean, this is about a 6-month period that they lost $80 million. And the thing is, that money doesn't come back. And once it's gone, it's gone. So be very careful. Do not risk more than you can afford to lose. And this isn't from the market going down. This is from somebody actually coming in and taking their money. It's always a problem. So that's what we want to do, is educate, especially new people. And if you've been investing for a while and you haven't really, you thought, there isn't a chance of bad things happening. Well, bad things can happen. One of the telltale signs is demanding crypto payments only. If a seemingly credible person or retail establishment claims that they cannot accept any form of currency other than Bitcoin, it's likely a scam. Bitcoin or other altcoins are a burgeoning asset class, so experts say credible institutions aren't going to accept crypto and not accept US dollars through normal means like wire transfers, checks, credit, debit cards, payments, and cash. And that's the thing about crypto. Crypto is somewhat anonymous. Even though on the blockchain it's public and you can see what was done, you can't see who did it, or if they have a fake account, you have no idea who that is. So that's red flag number one. Keep an eye out for that. Anonymous or fake entities. The lack of the KYC protocols, which is know your customer protocols, it's a system where you have to get your ID, you have to verify your ID, you have to verify information, and that way banks know that this person is who this person is. Well, with crypto, especially some of the exchanges, you don't have to give all your information, so you really don't know that's the person that you're dealing with. Let's see, with a decentralized platform, there are really no safeguards in place to say who is a good actor and who is a bad actor. It's really buyer beware out there. On a promising note, blockchain can provide a new form of transparency since data cannot be altered or removed from blockchain. All transactions are public. When Colonial Pipeline paid anonymous hackers, and you guys remember this on the news, they paid them 63.7 Bitcoin, and the value back then was probably $50,000-$60,000 per coin, valued at almost $2.3 million back in June. They were lucky enough to get the Justice Department in because it got so much news. And the Justice Department was able to track the transactions and actually get their money back from them. And that is a rare incident. And I can't even believe it really happened but it had to be, they put the Justice Department under pressure because there was so much news around it. Digital collectibles and games. These are basically dealing with NFTs. I have a few NFTs. They're they're only worth a few pennies, but I wanted to learn about how to buy an NFT, kind of what the NFT market is. I did a video about this a few days ago about buying NFTs, and Brian has done some videos on purchasing NFTs. It's kind of exciting. I don't quite understand the crypto punks and the crypto kitties and the angry armadillos. I don't understand the valuations of them. That doesn't mean they're not worth what they are paying for them. But to me, that feels like Beanie Babies, because it seems to hold no value to anybody except for the next person who wants to buy it or sell it. The exciting thing about NFTs are, I think they are going to evolve into something really fantastic. I think there's going to be some great art owned on NFTs that will, last forever. Paintings degrade, they can be stolen. Well, guess what? If you take care of your NFT and you protect it, it can't be stolen, and it doesn't degrade, and it doesn't get lost, and it doesn't get damaged in a fire. You own it forever, forever. You don't have to store it in a vault. So it's really interesting, and I can't wait to see what evolves from the NFT market. It's gonna be so much fun. Like somebody bought and I believe it was Jack Dorsey's one of his tweets. I don't know, but is that like buying, a letter from President Lincoln, a personal letter that he hand wrote? Is that the same thing? A personal letter written by Abraham Lincoln or John F. Kennedy or George Washington or somebody great in the history. It's worth a lot of money, but it's, when you think about it, it's just a handwritten letter. But is Jack Dorsey's tweet going to be super valuable, 100 years from now? I'm skeptical. Well, I'm very confused on it, let's just say that. But it's an interesting market, but they're one of a kind. But there are a lot of there's trillions of things that are one of a kind. Do they have value? But I think great art will have value. We know that sports teams are getting into NFTs, which I think is going to be fantastic for collectibles. So it's fun. But like with the Squid Game scam, sophisticated coders now had the ability to create new games and entire imaginary worlds on blockchain, and to do it as quickly as the next viral Netflix show takes off. So this stuff, comes out fast. An easy way to scam excited blockchain newbies is to get them to buy a type of newly minted coin or token for a game. You get into something, the newest video game, you're like, oh, wow, they got a token available. You want to be involved with it because you're excited about the game. Well, guess what? The token had nothing to do with the game. It's just somebody collecting your money. And then they pull the rug out from underneath you and run away. If enough people drive the price up through supply and demand, this gives the original scammers an opportunity to sell all their holdings and disappear in a move known as a rug pull, as I just earlier stated. Unlike bank accounts for federally regulated currency, there is no such thing as fraud protection or FDIC insurance on the blockchain. When your money gets stolen on blockchain, the only way to get it back is for the recipient to pay you back directly. And if it's a scammer, that's not what they're in business for. They're not in business to pay you back. They're in business to take your money and say bye-bye. There's still no guarantee for investors to recoup stolen crypto. So if it's stolen, you might as well, report it. Absolutely report it. Try to give them as much information, but the odds of you getting it back are very slim. So this is one that I actually worry about. I'd like to get in on coins early at the ICO, or even invest early. And how do you know if somebody you're investing in early with is legit? You got to do a lot of research, make some phone calls, go online. But if they're brand new, there's not that much information online. So it's very scary for me. I would love to get involved with coins early and invest a little money in them. But man, how do you know it's going to pan out? How do you even know if it's real? Is it somebody just saying, I'm creating a new coin that's going to revolutionize the cryptocurrency world? Oh, by the way, you like my lights? It's kind of cool. Very festive. These will be gone after Christmas, but I like them right now. Kind of cool. I'm going to revolutionize the cryptocurrency world, and they create this new coin that never appears. You give them your cryptocurrency as an investment, and they'll tell you they're going to stake it or whatever they're going to do with it, and you never see it. And there are some platforms that lock your coins up for 2 years. Well, man, that's a long time. Things happen to businesses in 2 years. Anybody remember MySpace? MySpace was the biggest site in the world at one time, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, is MySpace still around? It might be. I don't use it. I haven't seen it for 20 years. Facebook killed it, and then something will probably kill Facebook eventually, and then something will kill that. The internet moves fast. Gosh, I was around when there was no Google. So it's unbelievable how fast things can change on the internet. Romance scams. Crimes of the heart. So what will happen is, it's basically called getting catfished. You will, if you have a Facebook, somebody will, hey, I noticed your picture. I'm friends with so and so. Well, not really. They can tell who you're friends with if your account isn't private. And then you start talking to this person, and they're very attractive. They know all the things that you like. They like all the things that you like. They talk about getting together in the future, and then something comes up where they say, hey, I need a little bit of money, and I got to pay this in cryptocurrency. They don't want it to be don't want it to be known. They want it to be anonymous. I got to pay in crypto, or whatever the story is. And now you have an emotional attachment to this girl, and you don't want to, or girl or guy, you don't want to blow the relationship. So they're like, oh yeah, I'll send you, I'll send you a little bit of Ethereum or whatever it is, and you transfer it over to a wallet. Well, they're doing that to hundreds of people, and each person is sending them a little bit of coin. Now, if they're good, they're getting you for a big bunch, especially if they're promising, I'll pay it back, I'll pay you back in interest. Man, if you are in a online relationship and you do not know this person personally, do not send them any money. Just don't do it. Find somebody who isn't asking you for money to do your own online relationship with. Just don't do it. Anybody asking you for money online or on the phone or through the mail that you do not know, do not give them money unless you can thoroughly investigate them and check them out. Just don't do it. Phishing scams have been around for a long time, and people have seen these in emails. They're a pain. They're still a pain. They're still prevalent. This type of scam is as old as the internet, but with crypto, there are some new implications. Just as a normal phishing attack would work, bad actors send emails attempting to bait recipients into clicking links and inputting their personal details, including crypto wallet key information. But unlike most passwords and usernames, you only get one private key to your blockchain wallets. So if you're not familiar with wallets, there is this private key that is your wallet. If you don't have that key, you no longer have that wallet. So one of the things that we suggest is that you write your keys down or type your keys down, print it up, remove it from everything electronic. Remove it from your computer, remove it from your phone. Don't take images of it. Put it on paper, put it in a plastic bag, and put it in something that's fireproof, and do it in 2 different places. Because if you lose that key, you lose your money. Oh, can't say it enough. If you lose that key, you lose your money. And this is part of the blockchain's decentralized design, ensuring that one entity cannot control your information, but it possesses an issue if you ever need to change your key. You can change wallets, but you just got to move your money out of that wallet, and then you'll get a new wallet which has a new private key. So protect your keys like they were, like that you would your bank or your social security number now. Protect those keys like that. Unless you can memorize your keys, which you can't. They're 12 words long and they're random words. I mean, I guess you could remember it, but I wouldn't trust my memory to remember it, especially when you're going to have multiple wallets in the future. How can we protect our crypto? Even the most advanced, enthusiastic cryptocurrency experts understand there are many new and evolving risks in the world of cryptocurrency right now. Some have weathered scams themselves, such as the blockchain investor and the entrepreneur Ian Balina, who said he lost 2.5 million after his private wallet key information was compromised by someone hacking into his Evernote account. Do not save any of your private key information anywhere electronically. Get it off, because your computer can be hacked, your phone can be hacked. You can, even though you download an app from Google Store, those stores could that app could newly be put up, and that could be a fake app, only on there to get you to upload your information so that they can go into Coinbase, Nexo, and steal your information. Be very careful. Know where you're putting your money. Know who you're dealing with. Financial experts advise most passive investors to keep their crypto holdings under 5%. We talked about that earlier. Never to invest in crypto at the expense of saving for emergencies or paying off high interest debt. If you're paying 10, 15% on a credit card debt, and you're only going to make 3% on your crypto, pay off your high interest debt. Not only does that help you save money, but it also helps your credit. If you feel ready to start investing in crypto, here are some of the best practices to protect your money. We talked about some of the red flags. Watch out for common red flags that are similar to classic money wiring scams and credit card fraud. Topographical errors and obvious misspellings in emails on social media posts during any communication. If it doesn't look professional, then you're not dealing with professional. Get out. Go to someplace else. Promises to multiply your money. If somebody's promising that you're going to make 200% on your money, well, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Contractual obligations that lock you into holding crypto without being able to sell it. Now that does happen. When you are on some of these platforms, you lock your money in for staking, and it'll be locked in for a few, usually at the most 3 months. But like I said, there are other things going on where they want to lock your money up for 2 years that are legit. So you've got to go to communities, talk to other people. That's what we want to do here. We're going to try to have just a scam section where these are scams, and you can go in and look up, okay, this is a scam. We're going to put in ones that are legit. Hey, this is a good program. Use this. We trust them. You also have to make sure people, when there is a trusted program, people will create a program that looks just like it that is fraudulent. So you've got to watch for that. It's very dangerous. Be very careful. Do a lot of homework before you put your money out there. Fake influencers or claims to be a celebrity. That one's tough. I don't know all the influencers out there, so I wouldn't know if they were an influencer or not. I mean, I guess you can look them up, but you just got to be careful. Psychological manipulation like blackmail or extortion, large social media crypto schemes, promises of free money. If you put your crypto in here, we're going to give you $500 just for starting up. Well, it's tempting, probably fake. Vague details about where your money is going. So those are all red flags. I would print this list up and put them on your computer anytime you're dealing with anything crypto. Know when to use your crypto wallet. Just like your physical wallet, you need to protect your digital wallets from hackers. Practice good digital security habits akin to how you handle large sums of physical cash by putting them in a safe or an FDIC insured savings account. Experts say small-scale investors with a few $100s worth of crypto are probably okay, keeping it on a mainstream exchange like Coinbase, which we've talked about before. However, if you had amassed thousands of dollars worth of crypto, it probably makes sense to incorporate a wallet for additional safekeeping. So on Coinbase is not necessarily a wallet. Even though you keep your crypto in there, Coinbase has a separate wallet, which has the private key. When you use Coinbase or Robinhood, you don't have your private key to your wallet. That they keep that. But if you go to like the Coinbase wallet or the crypto.com wallet, that wallet has a key, and that key is your password to that wallet, and you cannot lose it. There are different types of wallets. There's cold wallets, hot wallets. We'll get into that in another video, but not today. And here it is. There are two types of crypto wallets, typically described as hot wallets and cold wallets. Hot wallets are hosted or stored online. They are secure, but more susceptible to hacking than cold storage. Now, cold storage is basically you'll get a thumb drive, and you can store your information on that. And some of them are pretty cool. And I am thinking of getting one myself. Let me get back in it. Think of cold storage as like a safe in a USB drive format. I'm always skipping ahead and giving you the information. It's more secure, but if you forget your password or lose your device, you could lose access to your money forever. So that's the problem with the cold wallets is, it's a card, you've got to put it somewhere. And when you're getting it out and using it, or if you're carrying it with you, you lose your wallet. There is the possibility of getting back into those, and I don't know what the procedure is to get back into it, but there's a better chance of getting your money back if you lose your cold storage wallet. And I would probably suggest, even if you have a cold storage wallet, as I discussed earlier, keeping stuff on paper. I know it's so 20th century, but keeping stuff on paper and keeping it in a safe or keeping in a bank deposit box or making 3 or 4 of them and keeping them with people that your parents or or your lawyer, whoever it is, a couple copies with people you trust. That way, if one gets burnt, one gets destroyed, one gets knocked out in the flood, you have access to it. And of course, you've got it yourself. Crypto held in hot wallets is not FDIC insured, like cash in the bank. You will therefore want to make sure what platform or wallet you store your crypto in has a robust security measure, including two-factor authentication. That's where you'll sign in, you'll log in, and then you'll have another app that gives you a code, or they'll send you an email that gives you a code, and you got to enter that code. Storing a portion of your holdings in its own cold storage, private insurance policies in case of theft or hacking, separate from FDIC insurance. This is something that I'm getting ready to look into, is the private insurance, and I just wonder, I don't know anything about it. And that's going to be a video from the future. I will research it and come back to you with all the information that we need. Keep track of your wallet keys, as we told you. Put them on paper. But let's see what they say here. You only get one unique key to access your wallet, says Mac Gardner, a Florida-based certified financial planner and founder of Finlit Tech. Losing your key or having it stolen could mean losing all your crypto together, which is what I've been telling you for the past 15 minutes. You need to have a lot of control around getting access to your wallet key. It's not a thing where you can forget your username and password if you don't write it down. Gardner says each code has a process and a certain number of characters. It's extremely personalized because of the virtual space. If it wasn't, anybody could go in there and grab your stuff. Well, yeah. Report fraud. You can go to the FTC, report it. The Community Futures Trading Commission, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. If it involves blackmail, go to the FBI. God forbid somebody actually has a reason to blackmail you, but if you are getting blackmailed for some reason, you can go to the FBI and they'll investigate it. Don't forget to report your fraud or whatever crypto exchange you used to complete the crypto transaction whenever you suspect or have evidence that bad actors have played. So yeah, call, if it happens on Coinbase, call Coinbase's customer service, which will only take you about 12 hours to get through. It may be getting faster than that. But so that's all the information on that. And that's really a good start. So, if there's anything we can take from this video, is protect your private keys. Write them down, put them in a plastic bag, put them in a safe, and put them in multiple places that you can get to in case one place gets destroyed. Your house burns down, you can go to your bank deposit, or you can go to your parents' house, or go to your lawyer and save it and get it there. Bank deposit boxes are not that expensive. You can get one for, I think, $50 a year. Sometimes your banks will give them to you for free. I would suggest getting one if you're going to get involved in cryptocurrency. If you can't afford a bank deposit box, you probably shouldn't be investing in cryptocurrency. So there, I said it. Thank everybody for stopping by. Like I say, this is going to be our kind of Crypto 101 series. And so that way, for all the newbies out there, this is the starting point. Getting started, protect yourself. Then I'm going to have a video on how to get started on Coinbase next. So I will see you very, very soon. Thanks for everybody stopping by, Rolling with Crypto. We'll see you tomorrow.